What's going on, Darwin fam? Got hella close. So, today we're gonna make a video on emotion, right? Because I think as you're going through your entrepreneurship journey, or even any journey, one thing that you're gonna come across are these intense emotions, right? Whether you be happy or you just made a bad deal or your relationship ain't going well, you're gonna come across these emotions that sometimes you linger on them, sometimes you don't. But this video is really for those emotions that you cannot get rid of, or like you kind of sit in and kind of like dwell on, right? Now it's okay to dwell on stuff if you know it's some hardcore stuff. Like you can dwell on it. But once you get past like that week mark and you're still dwelling on it and you're not doing anything, that is where the issues come up, right? Because you don't want to be knocked off your path, right? You don't want to be knocked off your course just because something that is out of your control is affecting you, right? So, first off, what do you do with these emotions, right? Like, for example, you're sitting in traffic and you're super stressed, right? You're just, oh my God, what the heck is the traffic's not moving? Okay, right now, when you're sitting in that traffic, you got some intense emotion going on, right? Now, I personally, I don't like that example because, yeah, but it is an example. I'm not going to stick with it. When you got some intense emotion going on, like something just affected you in life, right? I like that. Something just affected you in life and you are sitting in your room and I don't know if you're sitting in your room or like you at work and you just can't do anything. You don't want to talk to anybody because that emotion is just hitting you. It's like, whew, I don't want to do anything. And then you start thinking about, thoughts or whatever's going on in your head alongside that emotion. So what you really, really, really need to do, and yeah, it's easier said than done, but you got to stop that emotion in its track. Like, because this emotion, it's more likely trying to pass, and yet you're holding on to thoughts about it, and then you keep bringing it back, right? So once that emotion hits, you need to just tell yourself, yo, okay, this is happening, like, to me, blah, 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 but I can still control what I can do. I can go do something that I need to do. My daily routine. I'm gonna go make my bed. I'm gonna go brush my teeth. Like, even if it's something that simple, like brushing your teeth, something that you do every day, once you start skipping out on those small, like, achievements you make throughout the day, that is where the problems will arise, right? Like, say you're opening a business and you need to get, I don't know, you need to hire employees. Like, you're in the middle of your business and then boom, something comes and hits where you just can't do anything, right? Well, if you're just going to sit there and let this take over your path, that is where the issues arise. And that is why I wanted to make this video. Instead of letting it take over, you need to force yourself to go, I need to hire these employees. I need to have the interviews. I'm going to sit down and talk to these people, even if I don't feel like it. I'm going to do my best, right? Then I'm going to go home and I'm still going to go to the gym. I'm still going to brush my teeth, even though I do not feel like it, because this emotion's taking hold of me. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it. Even if it's some secondhand thought, I'm going to do it. And this is what you need to do, because part 2 of this is, if you don't, you're going to spiral out of control because of some emotion about something in the past, right? Or like maybe future, maybe you're worried. but you cannot let these things take control and guide you off of your path. Because once you got off, you're going to U-turn and hit a backward slope. And it's no bueno. Not good. I'm not a good Spanish. Alright, you guys. Yeah, so that's super important. You know, I really think just diving into action is probably your best game plan when you're stuck in an emotion that you cannot, you know, it's an emotion like in your head, but if you sit there and dwell, it's going to get worse and worse. And like some emotions totally, like, you got to feel them out, you got to go through it, and you know, you really got to feel that stuff. Like, go cry, dive deep into it. But then after a few days or like a week, I mean, it could be something very intense and it may take months, and I'm like not disagreeing with that. I'm totally with that. Like, you take your time that you need. But if it's something minuscule and like something you really couldn't control, then just chop it quick. Like, get through it, chop it quick, keep doing what you got to do. You know, keep moving forward, even though that stuff is trying to like pull you back. And it's really all about the thoughts. If you think in it, it's going to just keep coming up and it's going to become a habit. So you got to push that thought out. Okay, not push it out. You can push it out depending on how you think of how your head works. But mostly, once you think it, you know, once you feel it, just change it up. Change it. Start thinking of ice cream or like candy or I don't know, going to the beach, or even go to the beach. Like, do some cool stuff. There's a lot of different things you could do with some mind power when it comes to emotions. And this is something that I've learned. You know, anyone who is successful has learned this. Like, guaranteed. You gotta get out of that hump that you in. So I really think that's all the key details. I mean, obviously, it may be different for everyone. But I know for a fact, if you keep taking those small actions because if you let go of those small actions, that is when you're going to find yourself in the deepest pit that you've ever been in. I mean, it could really get to that. And that is something I don't want for any of my thriving fams. Because we all trying to come up. You feel me? Like, we trying to make it to the top. And yeah, I'm not going to make this a 10-minute video. I could care less. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you really like this content, comment, please let me know. Either way, I'm going to be pushing out stuff like this. I'm telling y'all, we getting back on this hype, on the grind. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with the channel. Subscribe if you haven't. Comment, rate. Loads of content. And any questions you need, I got you. Peace.